too much is going on. Tell us about Raha, like the sunshine of your existence right now.
She's gorgeous.
Nah, nothing to say. I mean, I don't know how do people ask me also, how is it? I'm just like, I instantly whip out my phone and I'm just showing pictures of how she is and videos of her. She's great. Thu. Healthy, happy, sunshine, light of our lives. And my favorite thing to do with her is make her point to like, where's Raha? And then she points to her. Where's Mama? Then she points at me. Where's Papa? And then she points at Papa. And we're constantly making her do it. I feel so bad because we're always making her point at us, but it feels so nice to just like engage and interact and see how she's responding and learning. And very often I just like sit with her in the morning when there's nobody there, and I sit with her on my lap and I just talk to her about how I feel, what I wish for her. So, you know, actually at that time, I remember you were also like, I felt like a picture came out of hers, and it was our schedule in Kashmir. It was a very, very difficult schedule for me because it was my first time shooting after giving birth, and no matter what anybody says, it takes really long for your body to bounce back. Like, I still feel like there has been, like, I'm still going through some changes. I was not sleeping at night. I was feeding. I was rushing in between shoots and stuff. So I remember calling Ranbir up and saying, listen, I'm really, you know, I'm finding it very difficult. So he pushed his work. He said, do not worry. I'm going to come pick her up. You know, we have this much milk stored, this, that, and all. We calculated it. He said, I'm going to come pick her up. I'm going to take her. I've pushed my work. She'll be with me. And it was really like relaxing for me. But I also, was the first time I was separating from her. So I felt very guilty.
Also separation anxiety.
Yeah. So that guilt carried on. And it was just 1.5 days later that I traveled back. And I saw a photo where the side of her face was kind of visible. And I just broke down. And I realized I was not breaking down because I don't want people to see her face. Like, honestly, when we meet people, I'm constantly like, you know, Ranbir and I, like, please give her your blessing. Raha, do namaste, this, that. Like, we're proud of our baby. But it was just like too many emotions put together. And I'm so protective of my loved ones that I just felt like, oh God, I don't want that conversation. But I realized it was just, I was just exhausted and overwhelmed at that time.
And also a knee-jerk reaction at that time.
Yeah. Anything is right or wrong. It's just that currently I don't feel like she needs to be papped. She's not even a year. So I'm like, and I think they've been very respectful, honestly, the paps and the press and everyone. They were lovely and extreme. Even now when we travel with her from the airport, they put their cameras down, they say, hi, Raha, hello, Mama ji, Chacha ji, they do all of that. And they take our photos and that's it. I think it's just like, I currently don't find the need for her to be a content piece on Instagram. That's what my feeling is. But that doesn't mean I don't want people to see her face. You know? See, the balancing question irritates the life out of me. But the question about how is married life and how is baby life, that's great. It comes out of a nice kind place. But I faced a lot of that initially when I had announced my pregnancy, where of course there was, I would say, 85% love, and there was a lot of love and support, and people, you know, were just genuinely happy because it's a happy occasion. But there was a little chatter and this thing about how do you think you'll manage going ahead. And in fact, I remember Bebo was promoting Lal, and a video popped up on my feed where they asked her that, what do you think of Alia's decision? And Bebo was like, what do you mean? This is the best thing, you know, like what are you talking about? So what irritated me was, from what lens are you asking this question that, oh, I'm a woman and I'm in a what you, so to speak, peak of my career. I'm not saying this, you're saying this. I intend to act till I'm 95.